Hey guys, Sid here. Welcome to this Facebook live session, or even if you're watching this on YouTube, just hit the like button below, because in this video, I'm actually going to share with you some ideas on strategy. Let's talk about strategy. How do you really strategize in the most powerful way if you have to really get results on the internet, if you want to really sell more products, sell more of your services, be more visible, and get a lot of traction in your online space. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be like a Q&A format. I actually made a list of all the possible questions that people have asked me when it comes to strategy building, and I'm just going to just read out that question which I can see on my screen, and then I'm going to be answering those questions as we go. Okay, so I want you to stay till the end of this video. If you're here, if you're watching me live, that's awesome. If you're watching a recording of this on my YouTube channel and stuff, just take a lot of notes right now, because I can assure you that this will be very, very valuable. Okay, so before we move on, I just want to pull out the document, and I want to just ensure we are on the right track. In the meantime, while I'm just pulling out the document, just type in the comment box, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to creating a digital strategy for yourself? Just write that in the comment box. Whether you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this on Facebook, just mention that. Just mention what is your biggest challenge when it comes to building a digital strategy for yourself. Okay, and I'm going to be reading some of those comments, and I will take it further from there and develop more on this. Okay, so just give me a second. I'm just pulling this up. Okay, so one of the biggest things about strategy, or the big questions I've got people asking me, is how do you develop that strategy? Like, what is the thought process and what is the flow of thought when it comes to developing a strategy? And for that, like, I have a methodology right now, and I would like you to note this methodology, because it's extremely powerful if you follow it exactly like how I'm going to be telling you. Okay, so the first thing is you need to know what is your objective, like what is the goal. Okay, and I'm just putting this down, and it's all about focus. One of my mentors, he's told me that time is not your valuable asset. Everyone says time is the most valuable asset, but time is not the valuable asset. Your focus is the most valuable asset. What you do in that time matters the most. So even before you get out there, I think the first thing when it comes to a strategic thought flow, a thought process, is to know what is the end goal, what is the objective. Okay, so the objective is the first step of the process. Now, objective, we can break it down further. You could have objectives like, you want to have your revenue objective, revenue goal. Okay, you can look at your influence goal, like how many people do you want to reach out to, or what should be your follower growth, on how many people do you want to build on your email list, by what span of time. So we are looking at the revenue goal, influence goal, and we're also looking at community goal. Okay, influence goal is more to do with your influence goal is more to do with the reach that you have and the number of followers that you have. And community is like an internal community. So right now I have a community of touching over 14,000 people at this point, and the active members in the community are around probably 6,000. So the community goal for me when I got started, it was I wanted to build a community of 100,000 people. And once I hit 100K, I will take it to 1 million. And once I hit 1 million, then it's 10 million. Then it's more than that. So this is the way that you need to create your strategy process, is looking at the focus point or the objective: revenue, influence, and community. Okay, so community / customers, I should call it. Okay, how many customers you want to have? Because when I use the word community for myself, it is not the people in the outside, like the followers on social media or on YouTube or Instagram. There are thousands of people over there, but this one is more the customers who are part of my inner circle. Okay, so the first step is what, or your first part of this strategy building process is to have clarity in your objective. Then the next question that people have asked is, how do you develop that personal clarity for yourself? Like, how do you know whether this is going to work for you? Yes, you have the revenue goal, you have the influence goal, you have the customer goal that you want to achieve. So what should you do in order to make yourself like a magnet to attract these kind of results? So for that, you need to have a personal clarity. Okay, personal clarity has a few elements to it. Personal clarity is, what do you want to be known for? Okay, what do you want to be known for? This is a question that I would like all of you to note down. Okay, what do you want to be known for? Like in my case, I want to be known as the freedom guy. Like that's why I have my courses, the freedom business model, freedom setup challenge, internet lifestyle hub. It's all about lifestyle and freedom. Okay, so that has been my core message. So you need to have a core value, and from the core value you develop a core message, and that becomes like your mission statement. So just to recap: core value, core message, and that will define what you want to be known for. So for me, my core message is I want to help 100,000 people live a lifestyle of freedom. So that becomes very, very clear that once you have your core value set in, once you have your core message set in, it becomes very clear for you to be able to vocalize this outside. So whenever I do webinars, whenever I would actually train people in other sessions, I would always talk about the same thing. Hi, I'm Siddharth Rajshekar. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur and coach, and I'm on a mission to help 100,000 people live a lifestyle of freedom. And the more I vocalize this, it also gives me the energy and the power and the focus on my personal clarity. Okay, so we have your core message, which is your mission. Core value is like, you need to define what is that core value that you stand. Like for me, it is freedom. For you, it may be growth. For you, it could be many things. It could be giving. It has to be something which is very deep. Okay. Then when it comes to personal clarity, once you have your core value, core message clear, then a part of the strategy building process is to also define what is your designation. Like what do you want to be known for? So because I promote freedom, because I want to help 100,000 people live a lifestyle of freedom, I've called myself not as the CEO of my company, whatever, but my designation is a lifestyle entrepreneur. Okay, so lifestyle entrepreneur is my main designation. So even you can think about different kinds of designations for yourself, which becomes easy for you to explain for when you meet somebody. So for example, if somebody asks me on an elevator and I have 15 seconds to introduce myself, I would tell this. I would say, hi, my name is Siddharth Rajshekar. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur and coach, and I'm on a mission to help 100,000 people live a lifestyle of freedom. And that's why I've created a community called the Internet Lifestyle Hub. And I have a coaching system called the Freedom Business Model Coaching System. So it becomes very fast. So even if you wake me up at 3 a.m. in the morning, the clarity with which I can present myself, I've said it so many times that it's gone into my system. So that is very important. As a part of your strategy building process, your personal clarity should be extremely powerful. So core value, core message, designation, community. I said my community name, and I also spoke about my product, which is my coaching system, Freedom Business Model Coaching System. So when you have clarity in your personal positioning, what are you here for? What do you want to be known for? That actually gives a lot of weightage to your overall digital strategy. Okay. So if all of you remember, the first part of the strategy building process is for you to be clear on your objective, your revenue goal, influence goal, and your community customer goal. And the second piece of your strategy building process is to get clear on your personal positioning, which is core value, core message, designation, community, and product, whatever product or service that you want to sell. Okay. By the way, are you finding this useful? Just type super useful in the comment box. Even if you're watching this on YouTube, do that, super useful, and hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button, because I'm going to be going in depth like this with more videos even in the future. Okay. And if you're watching me live, awesome. That's great. Okay. Now let's come into the third piece. The third piece is, once you have your personal clarity of your strategy, we need to have clarity in your marketing. Like you need to have marketing strategy clarity. We had objective clarity, personal positioning clarity, and now we'll have to look at marketing clarity. So when it comes to marketing, when you're building a strategy for promoting yourself online and to bring yourself out there, you got to really start thinking in terms of which platforms to choose first. Okay. And it all has to tie into your audience. So when it comes to marketing clarity, you would have heard many people say this, but you need to know who your audience is. Okay, so it's like what they call as a customer avatar, right? It's the most commonly used concept when it comes to drilling down to achieving a particular goal. Okay, so let's call it customer avatar. Knowing exactly who's your customer, who are you targeting. Now if you're trying to say that you want to sell to everyone or everybody's your customer, nobody's your customer. You have to start going deep. Narrower the better is. In fact, I tell my students, the narrower you go, the deeper your pockets will also get in terms of the money that you can make, because the generalists are not, you look at a medical like in the medical fraternity here, general practitioners, they make some money, but the neurosurgeons and specialists, they make some 10-20 times of the income as what the general practitioners do. Now the same concept applies even in the digital space. If you are able to go narrow down on your target market, whether you're targeting entrepreneurs or whether you're targeting working professionals, whether you're targeting women or middle-aged people or senior citizens or children or parents, whatever may be the case, you need to narrow down on the demographic. Okay, so under marketing clarity is the first step is, who do you want to market to? In other words, customer avatar. Okay, once you're clear on your customer avatar, then you need to match 3 things here. Okay, this is what I call as the message, market, offer, match. Okay, message, market, offer, match. All these 3 need to match. So based on the customer avatar, the best way to develop a strategy is make a list of what are the kind of messages that will resonate with this target market. There has to be resonance. Only then people will actually come into your funnel and you'll be able to attract the right kind of customers. So the message has to resonate with the customer avatar. Okay. Then the market. So what I mean by market is, are you really serving them? The way that you market, is it really useful and beneficial to them? Or is it just being like, just throwing random information which is not making sense? Okay. So whoever is your target market, the message should resonate with that person. And whatever offer that you give them also, you need to engineer this. You got to strategize your entire offering to this particular market. So once the market is clear, the message needs to be clear and the offer needs to be clear. When you have a match on all these 3, the market to message to offer, when they match, then conversions happen. So even before you start converting and selling your product and services, you need to be in a position to strategize your market, your message that the market will resonate with, and the offer. So coming back to now the other piece of the marketing clarity. So we are still in the third macro nature. Not in the macro idea which I'm sharing with you right now. The first idea was objective clarity. The second is the personal positioning clarity, and we're looking at marketing right now. So under marketing, we covered customer avatar and then the market message offer match. Okay. Let's come to the next part of the strategy building process. Now, for you to ensure that there's a match between the market message and offer, you need to then select the platforms. Like, how do you want to market to them? Let's come to platforms. All of us know Facebook is the biggest, when it comes to advertising and stuff like that. And it's a no-brainer. I think anybody can start off, whether you're B2B, B2C, product, service, irrespective of what kind of a business you are into, you can pick Facebook ads to start with. Okay. And I think many of you already know about there's a difference between demand generation and demand fulfillment. Okay, demand generation is like Facebook and Instagram and so on, and demand fulfillment is Google ads, YouTube ads, and so there's a different whole segment when it comes to search-based ads. So depending on your nature of the product, you can pick one of these 2 platforms. So how do you choose a platform to advertise or market on is again based on where the customer avatar is spending most of their time. Okay. So right now we have Facebook, we have LinkedIn, we've got YouTube, we have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. TikTok is on the rise right now. It's still more of an entertainment-oriented platform, but I also see a lot of edu talk and stuff. Those kind of hashtags are actually picking up. So depending on, if you're going to be targeting like the young generation and more bubbly kind of stuff, and if your product is very entertainment friendly, then you can check out TikTok. Okay. You may get a lot of views, but you got to start to measure all of that. Okay. So coming back to the platforms, pick any one platform where you feel your market is very active. And once you pick the platform or platforms, let's say you pick 1 or 2 platforms, then you can decide on an organic and a paid strategy. So organic strategy would be as simple as like what I'm doing right now. So I'm just going on Facebook Live and I want to connect with you. I want to share information with you. Many of you are watching me on Facebook. Some of you may be watching this on the recording of this on YouTube. So this is like an organic value giving strategy which I'm doing right now, because I want to really help people understand the depth of the strategy process by just watching this one video. It is not as simple as just waking up in the morning and thinking, let's go and start to sell products and services. No, there's a whole thought process behind it. That's what I'm sharing here. Okay, so organic is what I'm doing. This is an organic method, and paid is what I also do parallelly. So paid is around Facebook ads, Google ads, and other forms of ads. But once you have decided on the platform, once you decide on your the platform and the organic and paid traffic methods, you also need to develop a funnel strategy. So funnel strategy is one of the most, I would say, powerful strategies that I share in my webinars. Okay, especially if you're somebody who really wants to build a product-oriented business. I'm just going to share with you this link over here. Okay, so you guys can actually tune into my next webinar. If you go to sids.co/freedom, there's a link over here. You can join me in my next live webinar where I actually go in depth and I share my funnel building strategy. And to build a funnel, you need to have like a 4-stage funnel. You need to have a lead magnet, a tripwire, a core product, and a profit maximizer. And you can actually build this into a 4-stage funnel, which can really make this work. So once you have your funnel strategy as a part of your marketing clarity, then you can decide on what kind of content needs to go out organically to get people into the top end of the funnel, what kind of paid strategies you can inculcate to get into the top end of your funnel, and what should be the budgets. So budgeting would also come under this. So, and budgeting it's a science. If you actually ask me, it is a science. And those people who are in my coaching system, they actually go through this in depth. I actually tell them some benchmarks. See, ultimately, this should be a game where you can win. For every 1 rupee or $1 you put into advertising or any form of marketing, you need to take out at least, if you ask me, 3 times of that. 1 rupee in minimum 3 times out. For me, 4 to 5x I get back out in terms of my return on ad spends. But for that to really work, you need to have your funnel strategy extremely clear. You need to know your pricing, and the product should actually cater to that market. The market should be willing to pay that price. And again, it's not as much about pricing as much as it's about value. See, people don't care about the price. They care about the value that they're getting for what they're paying. You have people who are paying 1 lakh rupees for a phone these days. Okay, they see the value in it. So it is not about price points. Some of you may be thinking in India you need to charge people less. No, not true. You can go high. People need to see that value. Okay, so that value creation will come when you are actually building that funnel strategy. Okay, so make sure that you're there. If you're not registered, that's a link. Okay, go to sids.co/freedom and jump into my next webinar. I'll actually show you how I went from the scratch to doing over 5 crores in 16 months without any office or employees, just leveraging the funnel model. Okay, and leveraging on digital product sales. So it's a highly profitable business model. Okay, after paying taxes, after paying for tools, advertising, it's a 40% profitability business, digital product business. Okay, that's why I'm really excited and I'm coaching people on that. So coming back over here, the way that you approach strategy building is about getting your objectives clear. It's about getting clear on your personal positioning, and then it's getting clear on your marketing. Okay, this is how you approach the whole game. And once this engine is running, then only it's a matter of looking at data, making the right decisions, and scaling. So right now I'm at that stage where all my numbers are coming to a dashboard. I'm able to see, which traffic sources are working, how the conversions are happening, what's my cost per customer acquisition, what's my cost per lead, what is my cost per click. All of that is coming under one dashboard. In fact, I use a tool called Click Magic, where everything I can see in a dashboard. I'll know from YouTube how many clicks are coming, from Instagram how many clicks are coming, from Facebook ads how many clicks are coming, that clicks to the website, and from those clicks how many have become leads, and then from those leads how many of them actually converting. So it's all a simple dashboard. So when you have control over your business to this level of detail, right, when you're looking at the dashboards, when you're looking at these numbers, things will start to reveal itself. Like numbers don't lie, right? People say that you can think whatever you want, but numbers don't lie. And when I'm looking at my dashboard and when I look at statistics like this that pop up on the screen, then I'm able to make the right decisions, because the purpose of data is to make decisions. It's not just to look at the data. So then I can say, okay, I need to probably cut the budgets over here, increase the budgets in some other place. And that is how, if your strategy is right, like whatever I shared with you right now, right? If you're able to go deep into developing the strategy and make it solid, then your effort to market and your, the return on ad spends, your return on overall effectiveness of your campaign is going to be crazy. That's why some of the best marketers in the world, they spend so much of time on strategy building. In fact, 80% of your success depends on your thought in your strategy building process, and 20% is the execution and then tweaking it and making it better. Because if your strategy is not clear, or if it's not right, then it's like you're going against the current. And no matter how much you try, how much of money you put in, how much of effort you put in to make things work, and if it's still not working, it means that your whole thought process in the first place did not work out. Okay. So how many of you here found this video useful? Just type super useful in the comment box below. Yeah, just type super useful in the comment box below. Thank you so much for hanging in here. And let's see if I can, just want to say hi to a lot of you here watching me live. Yeah, just type super useful in the comment box. So what I would recommend all of you to do is go to my YouTube channel. Let me just do this. I'll just give all of you the just go to YouTube and search for Siddharth Rajshekhar, and you'll find my YouTube channel. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell button below, and just stay tuned for my future updates. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just go and do that, because I like to go deep and share concepts like this that can help you get much better results in your overall online business game. Okay. And I'm a constant work in progress. So the newer videos that keep coming out will be my new findings and new learnings that you can benefit from. Okay, cool. So I'm going to be signing off. Cheers. God bless. Have a super day ahead, and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Bye-bye.